Hey, hi, hello, welcome to Kit and Kajira Gaming. Look, if you are new, you can call me KK, and today we are over in Storybook Vale in I believe it's called the TeaPot Falls area. It's this little area over here in Storybook Vale that looks like an Alice in Wonderland-esque biome. So, speaking of Alice in Wonderland, we are building an area for all things Alice in Wonderland. So we have Cheshire's house and then Alice's house in this back corner in this little pond area where they have those teacups stacked up. And we are just going to take all of the Alice in Wonderland items, all the stuff from the new Fairy Garden Star Path, and then all of these like mushrooms that come in the expansion pack to make this area Alice in Wonderland's like fueled dreamscape or something like that. So this was actually a little bit more difficult than I thought it would be, just because the footprint around both Cheshire and Alice's house is so wide. It was hard to get the florals close to the house like I wanted to, and I honestly didn't have as many things as I thought I would that would work for this build, but you know what, we're gonna make it work. It's gonna be fine. This is fine. Everything is fine. I do wish we could get these purple trees that you see in this like cluster and all along like the edges of Storybook Vale into the game, because I can't find them. If they are in the game, please let me know down below. Where do I find them? Because I've checked trees, I've checked underbrush, I've checked rocks. I can't find these purple trees, and I really want the purple trees. Most of the Alice in Wonderland items that I am using, like I said at the beginning, they are from either the Star Path or I got them from Scrooge's shop. I believe there might be one or two things that I bought that I used that came from a previous premium shop update, but I don't exactly remember. I will say probably one of my favorite things from the Star Path are these Alice in Wonderland daffodils and then the marigolds, and I love that they're animated. They're so cool. They bring so much life to your valley. And here I am on the left side, right side? The other side of Alice's house. We're making a little teapot, tea party area. I honestly started designing this area for the last week's Dream Snap, which was like the quirky tea party or something like that. And it just kind of spiraled from there. And I will say probably one of my favorite features that they added with the update is being able to turn things on a diagonal. It makes things look so much better than just left, right, and center, and it adds a bit of whimsy to the build like this because nothing is aligned perfectly. You can make things look messy without it taking up too much space. I didn't know where I was going with that. These popsicle light things that I just put up, I want to say these were from a premium Star Path item, but they are listed as Alice in Wonderland. I assumed that they were like a Bug's Life or something, but they're not. But they're just the perfect addition to like this little whimsy corner over here. As you can tell, most of this build is just adding in a bunch of floral elements. I really wish they had more Alice in Wonderland themed items inside the floral patches that come. Like, have like Alice in Wonderland style trees or the flowers, and they're not dependent on the star path because I don't know. I just think it'd be so much cooler. Like this little broken teapot, I completely forgot I had. I had it way before the Alice in Wonderland update, I believe. I don't know where I got it. And when I was in Scrooge's shop looking to purchase items to be able to make this build better, I don't remember seeing this teacup anywhere in my Scrooge's shop. So if you guys know where this teacup came from, let me know. Not this one that I'm moving, but the one that I put by the popsicle sticks. Because I have no idea because like I said, it's not in Scrooge's shop for me, or I just overlooked it. I probably overlooked it. I do love that they are giving us a mix of the Red Queen and like Alice-y, Mad Hatter kind of stuff in the Star Path, along with also adding in the fairies, because let's be honest, like, this is probably one of the best Star Paths. It's a very fairy core, cottage core-esque Star Path, while also adding an Alice in Wonderland, since this did come with the Alice in Wonderland update, and it's probably my most favorite Star Path we've done to date. These little Mome Wraith things that I'm putting down, these you can get in Scrooge's shop. Unfortunately, unlike the Mome Wraiths that you can see in Alice's realm, these don't pop up when you walk by them. I think that would have been so cool that if you walked by them, they like pointed in a random direction, kind of like they do in Alice's realm, but they don't. That's kind of sad. I feel like that's a mismarketing technique that the developers could have done, but it also probably would have been really complicated in terms of having to buy duplicates because it would have been animated, but at the same time we also have the animated daffodils, so I don't know. I don't know. Now, since building this little area for Alice, I have ended up getting a bunch of more things in Scrooge's shop that fit this vibe, but I haven't added them in. I think when I go to finish the second half of this build, I'll go and add them in, but for now we're just focusing on this back corner and a little bit forward and to the opposite side of where Alice's house is, because I remembered towards the end of this build that I had Mad Hatter's house. So we're going to add that house in here as well. I did just want to give some helpful tips and tricks for when you are trying to build a very character-centric build and you don't have a lot of those character items. Check around for things in the color scheme that you're looking for. So for Alice, I was sticking with more of the TeaPot Falls colors. So I was sticking with a lot of blues, pinks, and purples. And when I was flipping through what I had inventory-wise, that's what I chose to be able to find other items that weren't Alice in Wonderland themed that did help me further create this little haven for her. Now with this Mad Hatter house, this is a premium shop house. I want to say this might have been from a week or so ago. I don't exactly remember. But around this area, I decided to stick with still the purple, blue, and red pinky colors. But I also added a bunch of greens to pull in the green from his hat house. And just to also use some of those Hatter items that were in Scrooge, like that little topsy-turvy like cupboard thing, and then the rugs and the couches and the furniture and stuff that are Mad Hatter coated are from the premium shop as well. These little cottonseed things that you see me putting around, I love these and I can't remember where I got them. I'm pretty certain they're a premium shop item from weeks ago for all I remember. I don't remember at all. But they're adorable and I forgot I had them until I was flipping through my catalog. So that's also something you guys can do, is look through all of your Scrooge shop items that you have in your inventory, or even go to Scrooge's shop because you might have some items placed somewhere and you might miss an opportunity. So definitely go to Scrooge's shop and scroll very slowly through everything that you have purchased from him and purchase it again if it's going to fit your motif. Sometimes I'll just go into Scrooge's shop and just randomly start buying items that I only have like one or two of, so that way when I do go do a build, I'm not left with, what do I have in my build storagey inventory thing that I can use in this area, and then have to run back and forth to Scrooge. And eventually I get tired of building if I have to keep running back and forth, so I always try to make sure that I have tons of these items that I may or may not use on hand. I do wish we could stick the Alice in Wonderland flowers closer together, but they do fill in nicely with the like blue little tangled floral pieces that came with Eternity Isle. I'm not sure if you can get those if you don't have the Eternity Isle expansion pack, so don't quote me on it if you can or can't. I'm sorry. This build, I think, total took me about an hour and a half to 2 hours, and that's not without stopping. So everything was just recording what I had recorded and bumped it down to your 20 something minutes. This was all done in about an hour and a half to 2 hours, and I still have half of this little biome area to do. I have made the decision that I am not going to decorate my main valley anymore. I'm just going to work on decorating the expansion areas because I'm so tired of things that happen in the valley, like this current Cheshire Chaos event, and I'm not able to find anything because I do have, or did have, a very decorated valley. With the Cheshire Chaos event, I did have to completely destroy everything that I've worked on over the last almost 2 years to be able to find and complete this event. It was absolutely awful. Not gonna lie, I cried, got angry, screamed a little bit. Now I have an empty valley, and you know what? I'm just going to take this time and redo all of Eternity Isle and redo all of Storybook Vale, and who knows, maybe I'll add small little decorated areas in the valley, or maybe even use it on the floating islands. I'm not 100% certain, but decorating, I think, in the main valley, because of these basically hide and go seek events that they have been putting out, make it a lot less fun for me to want to decorate, which is why there honestly hasn't been any decorating videos until today from Dreamlight Valley. And if you guys notice, my streaming has been kind of hit or miss lately. Mostly when I do stream, it's not DLV, save for the last maybe week or so when they started the Cheshire event, because I wanted to work on the Cheshire event with you guys. But the events have kind of taken it away from me and wanting to actually play. So I do apologize if you guys came for my DLV content. I appreciate you sticking around. I will be also editing and finishing up part 2 of my Evie's house build from The Sims, but for right now, this is what we've got. It does take a very long time for me to get these things done. On a completely separate note, while trying to do this voiceover, I realized I probably could have done all of my video speed at 500, but I figured I'd have more to talk about, and I really don't. And I did a poll, I believe it was in the Dreamlight Valley Adults After Dark group, and I think also on Discord and here on YouTube, if you guys prefer videos with voiceovers versus just like music. And surprisingly, a wide range of you said that you prefer voiceovers and being talked about where you got the items, and I guess I could also use this as like an life update kind of area, but I don't really have much to say other than my debut novel will be released in about, oh god, under a month. It releases June 9th. It is a thriller that is set in current day San Diego. It is about a detective who is slowly going mad. Her, city is being rocked by this serial killer that has ties to her dad, who is in the hospital battling cancer. And through her undiagnosed mental health struggles and some other not so fun monsters that are starting to haunt her everyday life, she has to figure out who is creating all of this chaos in her sunny city before she also goes mad. I don't want to give too much away. I'm also really bad at telling like what exactly my book is about without reading my synopsis directly. But if you guys do want to check it out, you guys can go to authorbeccalynn.com and you can check it out over there. I also have a book on KU already. So, well, it's a short story. I have a short story on KU. It's called Influence. It is another thriller-esque style book. It's just not as dark. It has very, very minimal triggers. It's probably more of like a PG-13 kind of book, whereas my debut novel that's coming out in June is very much more rated R, not for anyone under 18 kind of book. But my short story is called Influence. It is still about the same detective from the Fifth Lock, but it's pre the Fifth Lock. It's pre like before all of this happens to our main character. And it's basically how she got started as like one of the head detectives in San Diego. So it is a very short, quick read. It is available on Kindle for like 99 cents, or it's available in the KU for free. Fifth Lock, if you purchase directly from my website, which is, I'll link it down below. I also mentioned it earlier, which is authorbeccalynn.com. You will get free goodies if you purchase directly from me, so that's also really exciting. Listen to me plug my stuff when it has absolutely nothing to do with Disney. It really has nothing to do with Disney. It's a very, very dark thriller. I will say that the Fifth Lock has a ton of trigger warnings, so be sure to follow me on Instagram at author.beccalynn for that full list of triggers. I don't remember if I put them on my website. I probably should. Maybe. I think I'm going to do that after this video. I'm going to go ahead and stop talking because there's really not much else to say about this speed build. I'm just going to go and add a bunch of florals to kind of finalize this and do a final walkthrough, and I will see you guys at the end. So there you have it, folks, my own little Alice in Wonderland-esque area here in TeaPot Falls in Storybook Vale. I want to thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today and listening to me ramble. It has been quite a long time since I've actually done a voiceover video. So if you guys did enjoy this type of content, be sure to give this video a great big thumbs up. It really and truly does help me in the algorithm. And I want to know, what do you guys think about the current Alice in Wonderland update, the update in general, all of the Cheshire Chaos events? I've already told you how I felt about the Cheshire Chaos event. I absolutely abhorred this event. I'm so sorry if you guys love this event. I hated it so much with a passion. And I think it's because I had to tear down my main valley to be able to play this event. Let me know, comments down below, what are your thoughts on it? I'd love to hear them. Don't forget to check that description box down below. You guys can follow me across all social media sites, Twitch, Twitter, and Discord, and of course also here on YouTube, so don't forget to click that subscribe button and the notification bell. It'll go ding in your inbox every time I post. If you guys are looking for a like-minded community over on Facebook, be sure to stay down in that description box and check out Dreamlight Valley Adults After Dark. We are 18 and up now instead of 21 and up. We are snarky and we love and appreciate all of you. It is so much fun over there. We are so supportive of the entire community, whether you've been playing since day one or today is your day one. I am a small-time content creator looking to grow her channel in 2025, and I hope you guys will continue on this journey with me. I want to thank you guys again so much, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye, guys!